Hello, good afternoon. We are in the area right now at the property. Did you hear that? Somebody just. Oh, actually, we are in the property right now that is overlooking the water, but there are lots of bushes that we are going to cut. Yeah, we're in the last leg now. We are finalizing the purchase of this property. Today is the survey day. We finally able to schedule the survey of the lot. So hopefully it is what it is, because earlier we were having a problem with the width of the property. Now we're good to go. Okay, see you later. Babush. Somebody have this.
Okay, so you stopped, eh?
Yeah. No, I did not stop.
Okay, we'll stop it now and then. Okay,
Here.
just stop recording. Have a look at Ken before we go.
Now we are at the property. Today is the survey day. The surveyors are already here. Well, they are over there. So now stay tuned. We will get you some videos later. And somebody here found a part of the skeletal system. I don't know what skeleton is. I think it's a dog.
It's a dog.
Ow! Okay, bye bye.
You keep it. Okay, that was Lynn's intro. She'll do more of these and we'll get her used to all this stuff. Even myself, I'm working on the intro. Okay, so we're at the 11th hour and we've got all but completed agreement with this property. It's been a bit frustrating, as you know. They came with sketch plan. They kept saying 13 meters, 13 meters, 13 meters. We kept saying, where are you getting the 13 meter from? We need a drawing or something, or a survey drawing or something that is there. So the net result is we finally went to the city hall. We got an agreement or an agreed drawing that's official from the city. And then we've agreed to do a 50-50 share on the cost of the surveying, which is good for us because they didn't have a formal survey done, and now we can get this thing formalized. So here we go. We've got the surveyors up there, but what I'm going to do is give you a quick little formal look at the property and what our expectations are. So from what we saw on the sketch plan, because again it's not formal, but the city engineer did write it down on the sketch plan that they already had. And so what we do know now is that the front of the property, which I'm going to call the Daggett, a la the sea, and the back of the property, which is the road, or the back lane as it were, the surveyors start from the original pin, which is a little nerve-wracking in some ways, because if the previous person that did their lot had a slight error, let's say as much as a meter, then they could be sitting on your property. And we'll show you the wall here, but can you imagine if I turned around and found out that a meter of our property is sitting on their property because they put the wall in the wrong spot? And sure to want to go down the path of telling somebody that you got to take your wall down, you're in the wrong spot. Which you wouldn't do. You'd have to buy it, or they'd have to buy a piece, and but how do you agree on price? Anyway, we'll put all that aside. We'll hope that the pins are close enough. But at this end of the property, which is along Daplin Road, in other words, the property is along, Daplin meaning along the road. So at this end of the property, it's 13 meters wide from the fence over to roughly this coconut tree, shy a meter or so. But this is where we kept having the discrepancy with the owners of the property. What we see down at the other end with that tree kind of in the middle there is there's a pin about 5 meters to the right of that. It's about where that white cow is. There's a pin there, and the width of the property there, not the angle of that line, but the width down there is only 10 meters wide. But the angle of that length is 16 meters. I hope that makes sense. So in other words, it's not a pure rectangle. So now what the surveyor is going to do is look at this property from our perspective of what we need for width going down. And it should work out to be 12.9 meters the whole way. And one of the reasons that we've been stickling on this whole width of the property is that along this fence here, we want to put a road in. Sorry, a driveway, just to be clear. So we only need to go like 2.5 meters wide, or say 7.5 to 8 feet wide for a driveway to go down here. We've already discovered this, many lots in rural areas are very, very deep. So you can imagine the family, they owned this lot, they owned where the barangay hall is over here. They owned all of this property here. Now, it would have been more functional for them to put a simple road in and then go down the middle, and they could have ended up with, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 lots they could have had here. But in this case, they ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But skinny. And so this is what you run into in the Philippines. Because a lot, again, these were farm lots, right? And so everything's getting parsed out now, and families are dealing with it this way. So the 10-meter thing can be quite an issue. If you're lucky, there's another vlogger here, Mary Lou. She's got a Filipino blog, and her husband is German, Oli. And they were lucky enough that the way the parsing out happened, they managed to get probably about a 25 to 30 meter wide and about maybe 20 meters deep along the road. So that's nice and functional as far as the way Westerners see, putting in a garage, putting in various things. So Lynn wants to put in coconut trees. These ones here, the coconuts are only standing maybe 7-8 feet above my head. So there goes Lynn. So Lynn is 4'11". So you can see that there are what they call dwarf coconut trees here.